set thing. We're going to get started today by introducing all of these riders, and perhaps we're going to work on our introduction for the next show. But I want to start today by introducing the person, I think it's his first time ever doing shows with us. His brother is a full-time rider for Rise Above BMX. He's out here today on top of that ramp right there with that strapped-on ear-covering helmet by the name of Scotty Morris. Everybody give it up for Scotty! Only 14 years of age. Look for this kid to be touring with us in a couple of years once he grows into those bicycle skills of his. The next person I'm going to introduce is a long-time Rise Above BMX team rider. In fact, he did some of the first shows we'd ever done years and years ago. He's a local guy all the way from Romulus, Michigan, right in front of me. Doesn't even know he's getting called on. 26 years old. Give it up for Matt Carmichael. That was just a guess at his age, but I think I'm right with a big old 360. Give it up one more time for Matt Carmichael. All right, up next, we have a guy coming to you from Milford, Michigan, 23 years old. He's one of the guys I should be announcing last, but since Wyandotte's not his hometown, we're going to send him now. He is a longtime Rise Above rider, does hundreds of shows a year, coast to coast, for Rise Above. Out here today for Haro Bikes. Let's give it up for Corey Yarbrough. With that perfect backflip on that brand new ramp that we finished building at noon today. Give it up one more time for Corey. Oh, and by the way, we just built this middle ramp this morning, so none of us have got a chance to get used to it yet. Up next, we have another long-time Rise Above team rider. I shouldn't say long-time, fairly new to the team, from Wyandotte, Michigan. At just 16 years of age, he spent the last couple of years living out at Woodward Sports Camp in Los Angeles, California. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy's a world traveler, a BMX competitor, and he's dropping some of the craziest tricks in our sport right now. Give it up for Tyler Fernangle! Blowing people's minds with that bar spinning, no-hander, no brakes on that bike. One more time, give it up for Tyler. Well, we got two people left, and they both have the same name. Coincidence? Who knows? Who cares, really? But this guy is also 16 years old, rides full-time for Rise Above, travels with me all over the place. We've been to 30-some-odd states this year so far. And on top of that, he takes on high school studies, and today, he's out here showing you his BMX skills. Check him out. Let's give it up for Eric Trombley. With a big no-hit and a fully click turn down. One more time for my man Eric. And last but not least, we have this man right here for the last 6 years. He's lived out at Woodward Sports Camp in Pennsylvania. He's been to the Dew Tour. He's competed all over the place. One of the most talented people I've had the pleasure of riding with, and did our very first show ever together 7 years ago when we started this company. He's the manager of the Pennsylvania team. He's out here today doing it for Wyandotte as well as Rise Above. Let's give it up for Eric Vasquez. If you caught our shows last year, you saw this guy throwing down like crazy. One of the most talented guys doing it with a big old tailwind. Give it up one more time for Eric. Eric has to wear 2 ankle braces every time he touches his bike. That's what happens when you get old riding bikes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this show going right now. Keep the action rolling with something we call tech tricks, or street runs. These are the tricks that take longer to learn. They take a ton of skill and a ton of practice, but these guys can throw down with the best of them. And it looks like up first we got Matt Carmichael getting some speed. Give it up for Carmichael. All right. Throwing down, getting crazy on that quarter bike. One more time for Carmichael. Carmichael used to do a lot of shows back in the day. Since then, he's actually had 2 kids, and so now he has to take on more responsible endeavors, but he still rides quite a bit at transitions. Now we got the team professional with his girlfriend in the audience out here trying to show off. Ladies, sorry, he's taken, but he's going to throw down for you anyway. Let's get it up for Corey Yarbrough. 360, 180 over that box jump, getting wacky for you. These guys are all just getting used to these ramps. It's difficult learning how to ride new ramps. It's like, you know how when you get something new, it's weird. It's kind of like that. Yep, all right, no analogy there. Don't even look for it. But here comes Tyler over that box backwards on one wheel. Straight into a flare. Back-to-back stunts, going upside down, spinning the bars. These 16-year-olds make it look too easy. One more time for Tyler. Eric, when me and Eric go to schools across the country to do shows, you gotta beat the high school girls off this kid. It's ridiculous. And with moves like that tail whip, it's no wonder why. He's throwing down that truck driver over the box, straight into a tail whip. Give it up for Eric. Man, these guys guy's got skills. Speaking of Eric, here comes Eric number 2. Throwing down that big smile over that box jump, showing you his pearly whites. This guy can do more difficult tricks than probably everybody I've ever met. He rides every day with the best riders in the world, and they're envious of his tech skills. Vinny with that foot jam whip. Give it up for Vinny. Straight into a 540, back to back to back, throwing down. Wyandotte, are you having fun today? Looks like Scotty wants to take a run. Scotty's gonna roll in. Looking at Scotty Morris, only 14 years old. Very few 14-year-olds have the nerve to come out and perform on stuff like this. But this guy knows how to get it done. That brakeless tail tap, give it up for Scotty. Going for that big old 360. Ladies and gentlemen, who's having a good time today? Well, it looks like Matt Carmichael's got something else he wants to show you. He's going for trying to land on that pole on top of that ramp. Not quite getting it. We'll let him try again in just a minute. But before we do that, what I want to do is go. Do you want to do that again? Is that what you're trying to do? You trying to do that again? Alright, let me explain this real quick. What he wants to do, what Matt wants to do is go land on that little skinny pole on the top of that 10-foot tall ramp with one tire. I don't think he can do it, but if you make some noise, I want to see him try. Do you guys want to see him try this? Alright, Carmichael, now I put you on the spot. You gotta do this, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta give it up for Matt if you want to see him pull this thing off. Alright, here he comes, getting some speed. Check this out. One wheel on that tiny little pole. Pull it off. Get it up for Matt Carmichael. That is as tall as your house. I do not want to fall off something as tall as a house ever in my life. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we need some volunteers from the audience. I need 4 loud, crazy volunteers. I want you two. Come on down. I need somebody else down here. We got, alright, you with the crazy pink hair. Come on down this way. One more person. You in the pink dress. Come on. Wait, do I have volunteers from the family over here? Do I have any? Alright, come on down over this way. Come on over this way. Step right here. Here's what I need. Stand in front of me. Boom, right there, perfect. No move. You right here, next to him. We have way more people than I wanted. You can stand right there. You want on the end? Yeah, you can go jump on the end if you want. It's going to be Eric that jumps over you anyway. All right, shoulder to shoulder, right next to each other. Right next to each other, all you. Now lay flat on the ground right where you are. Go ahead and lay down. Go ahead and lay down. Other Eric. Other Eric. Yeah, I know you don't. Neither do I. I always land on him whenever I do. That's why I get Eric. Eric has like a 50-50 ratio. All right, scoot right up next to each other. Right up next to each other. We're going to take one of the younger guys of our team. I don't want to say a novice rookie, but definitely somebody who doesn't do this particular stunt often. And he told me, he's like, my parents are here, my family's here. I can even get my family to lay down, so if I hurt somebody, they won't sue you. And I said, okay. Let's do it. So Eric's going to try to jump over our volunteers. If you don't know Eric and you're laying on the ground, everybody meet Eric. Eric's going to give this a shot. If you want to see it, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Eric. Eric said, I will only do this if you turn on Nelly Furtado. But I didn't have any, so this is the next best thing. Here it comes up and over the top. Give it up for Eric. All right, you 5 can return to your seats. Thank you so much for helping us out, everybody. We appreciate it very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a little game. I want to give some free stuff away. Who wants to win some free stuff today? I need some vitamin waters. Kurt, if you can hear me, I need you to bring me some vitamin waters. We're going to start with a free t-shirt. We're going to let 3-4 of these riders do some tricks. Hang on, we're going to play a little game right now. Here's the way the game works. We got some vitamin waters coming. Right now, we're going to have one